Hi, it's Carla, sharing ideas for living with essential oils. I'm going to show you how to make a rollerball bottle that's quick and easy with your essential oils. Now, why would you want a rollerball bottle in the first place? One reason I use rollerballs is because they're just so easy. If I have an essential oil blend that's fairly strong, hot oil like clove, or even thieves or peppermint, I sometimes want to have a carrier oil with that if I'm putting it on some really tender skin on my body. And also, if you have children, you don't want to have a full non-diluted or neat application for your kids. You could use rollerball bottles. As you know, the essential oils also affect plastics. They tend to eat away at plastics. And if you have essential oils on your hands, too, if you're going to put your contact lenses in or remove them and there's a little bit of essential oil on your fingertips, that can actually cause damage to your contacts. So there are some different ways why people like to use them. Another thing is it extends your bottle of essential oils because you can dilute it. The other thing is when we have a carrier oil, a good quality carrier oil that we put on top of an essential oil application, it allows that essential oil not to diffuse off into the air, and then it gives it a better chance to absorb into the whole effect of that to be absorbed into your body. So, and people probably have other ideas for why they use rollerball bottles. I'm curious, what are your ideas, or why do you use them? Well, I want to show you how to do this in a quick and easy way. First of all, of course, you have to have a rollerball bottle. Now, this is a 10 milliliter bottle. A lot of people like to use 5 milliliter bottles, and I do too, but I just happen to have this one handy. So the first thing you'll want to do is to put your fractionated coconut oil or whatever carrier oil you're using. I always like to use something that's organic. At the least, use the purest vegetable oil you can get that's cold pressed. And what I do then is I put it in a smaller, I just got these little squirter bottles online, and it makes it easier for me to squirt into the bottle without having to use a funnel. So what you will do is you will put your carrier oil in first, and the reason I do that is because it is easy to overfill it because it's a dark colored bottle and sometimes we can't see it as well. And I don't want to overfill that with coconut oil and have my essential oils wasted out the top, spillage, as you know. And you probably noticed that I'm using a dark colored, this cobalt blue bottle, because essential oils and light don't mix. It changes the chemical constituents of the oils pretty over time, and you just don't want to do that. You spend a lot of money on your oils, you don't want them to be wasted. So then, after I get my carrier oil up to just under the shoulder of the bottle, I start adding my oils. And it depends on how many you want in your bottle. I've got about, maybe someone was counting, I think I've got now about 15 drops in that, which is quite a lot. And the one I'm using today is one of my favorites. It's called Abundance. I have decided that I'm going to use Abundance on my feet every night. So here I have my bottle, and I push the rollerball top into that top. I like to use a rollerball top that at the least has a steel ball. Like I said, if the plastic will eventually get deteriorated a little bit. So use this. Don't just let it set. Don't save it. Go ahead and use it. So put the lid back on and then just swirl it around. With this particular oil blend, because it has a beautiful amber color, I can see that it's mixing. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. It's mixing with that carrier oil, and it looks really pretty. Now, if I were using some different oils, like maybe I want to use rosemary and peppermint together, maybe lavender, lemon, peppermint, something like that, then I would really want to let them to set for a while and maybe overnight to get the full benefit. But there you are. You have a Rollerball bottle and you can apply it where you want to. Now, like I said, I'm going to use mine on my feet every night, but for now, I'm going to put it on my ears. I'm just going to put it around my earlobes. Now, I can just leave it like that, or I can rub it in. I'm going to rub it in. Well, here you are. The other thing about this is, you know, you can buy these at the store. You can order them online for sure. But you're going to want to know what this is. Now, you probably will have a really well-tuned nose, and I can smell that and know that's abundance. But it's going to be a better idea to actually label it. So you can use anything. You can use masking tape with a Sharpie, a little tape like this. Young Living has, which is, by the way, the only oils, essential oils I use. These great oiled bottle caps, the cap labels, and they come with the sheet, several sheets that have all their different blends and single oils. But then they also have these little blank labels, so you can write your personal blends or whatever you want and just stick that on the cap or anywhere on the bottle. Well, I hope this helps you have confidence in making your Rollerball bottle. Take care, love, and hugs.